Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs of all ages, Small Business Mornings is on the air for a Friday. Yes, we made it. I'm your host, Pat Miller, the Idea Coach. This is the daily meeting for small business owners to catch up on the news, get in the know, and have a coffee break with your coworkers. Even if you don't have coworkers, that's what the show is for. So welcome in. Here's what we have on today's program. Fun for the sake of fun because it's Friday. Yesterday, I did a ton of complaining. No complaining today. We're going to take a spin through the news because there are a few things you need to know about before we get into the weekend. One of the things you need to know about hasn't happened in 84 years. We're going to talk about the low ride out theory for your small business. We had a great discussion yesterday in the Idea Collective that I'm going to bring to the show today. And I'm going to give you a secret tip to make every guy in your life love you. This is for the ladies. Make every guy in your life love you with this one weird trick doctors don't want you to know about. We'll talk about that on the show. The meme of the day is going to make you laugh. The question of the day, of course, is our Friday theme. It's time to celebrate our wins, because if we don't stop and celebrate our wins, we'll worry about all the other crap that's happening in the business. So get ready to share your wins. And if you're up for it, we will play America's new favorite game show, You've Ruined It for Everyone. That's up to you. But we've tested the call-in lines and now they're working. So we will definitely play the game if you feel like it. If you're with us this morning, say hello in the comments so the algorithm overlords that control my self-esteem let me know that I'm not yelling into the void. Okay, let's get on with it. First of all, let's do our caffeine check. So this morning, I was writing an email, very first thing when I got up this morning. And I decided that this was today's caffeine check because I had to write the word assessment. And for some reason, my words just weren't working as I was trying to type in the word assessment. And think about it, assessment. A-C-C-E, no. A-S-E-S, no. I just finally mashed it in there. Screw it, autocorrect. And it kicked it out. A-S-S-E-S-S-M-E-N-T. Assessment. So if you knew that right away, you're properly caffeinated. But it took me a minute, like a dog staring into a box fan, to figure out, like, assessment. Huh? Assessment. But now I'm properly caffeinated and I'm ready to go. And look at all these beautiful people. Barbara, good morning. Susie, good morning. Rhonda, good morning. Facebook user Laura, what up from up north? Good to see you. And Aaron wins the most unique viewing perspective. Aaron, you should have flossed more. Is that what your dentist told you? Hello from the dentist chair. Glad to see you. Hopefully your appointment goes pain-free today. Let's get into the news now that we're properly caffeinated. We've all said hello. When you're joining us, drop in and say hello as well. Let's talk about the thing you're going to hear about nonstop over the weekend. Every news source, every social media feed, everything is going to, it makes you sound like you're breaking wind. No, I'm definitely not. This is the news story of the moment over the weekend. For the first time in 84 years, a hurricane is barreling down on Southern California. And I'm this many years old. Like today, I learned there can be hurricanes on the West Coast. Did you know that that's a thing? Well, apparently it's not something that's happened in my lifetime. It's been 84 years since a hurricane was barreling down on the West Coast. And it's huge, too. It's a Category 4 storm right now. Look at this path. Rut-row. It's coming right up Baja, and it's heading right towards Southern California and Vegas. You better not mess up Vegas, Hurricane Hillary, or I will find you. And you and I, Hurricane, we will have a talk. So that's its flight path. Flight path, that's where it's going. And according to the forecasters, right now it's this big mamma jamma Category 4 storm heading towards Southern California. But by Sunday, when it hits California, it's probably going to be a tropical storm. Or the weather term that makes me giggle, it could be a tropical depression. Oh, shucks. I was going to be a hurricane, and now I'm just a tropical depression. Isn't that a great weather term? I love that term. So it's going to weaken between now and the fact that it hits Southern California. It's going to be a ton of rain, though, several inches of rain. This weekend, Hurricane Hillary could have 3 to 6 inches. Doesn't know. Could be 3, could be 6. There's a range. Could get up to 10 inches in the mountains. So that's what's going to happen with Hurricane Hillary hitting the West Coast this weekend, and we'll keep an eye on it. But that's something you need to know about because everybody's going to be talking about the fact that Hurricane Hillary is coming. Yesterday, I reported on mortgage rates were going crazy, soaring past 7% for the first time in a long time. One economist predicted that it's going to go over 8% before it's done going up. Now, that's unsubstantiated. It's just one person's opinion, but going over 8%, that is no good. And good morning, Lisa. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Let's talk about something that we talked about in the Idea Slam yesterday. This is like the only businessy business portion of the show today because we may play our game show, You've Ruined It for Everyone. And we might as well put the QR code up there because this is tested and working. If you want to play our new game show, call in now. That way we can get you on the line. We will also spend a moment doing the freaking thing, and we will celebrate our wins from the week on today's show. But during the Idea Slam yesterday, we talked about the low ride out theory. And the low ride out theory is one of my favorites. And if you're unfamiliar with it, I've seen it attributed to several different people. The one that I most recently saw it attributed to was Walt Disney. And the story goes that Disney would monitor all of the attractions at Disneyland, and at the end of the season would take the lowest performing ride and get rid of it, and then build something new to attract and engage the visitors of the theme park. And the idea was if you took out the low ride every year and introduced something new, the park would get incrementally better as the year went on. It's a pretty interesting concept. And I think it's something that we could learn something from if you are a small business owner. So inside the Idea Collective yesterday, we had a conversation in the Idea Slam about the low ride out because I think it's fascinating. What is the low ride in your business product offering right now? Something that you probably really love, but it just isn't catching on? Or something that you wished would happen? It makes total sense. Why isn't this product selling, but it's not selling? And if you answer that question, what is my low ride? And you have the courage to kill it, it will open up a lot of stuff for your business. You'll have more time, more energy, more focused energy, fewer products to put in front of a client. They won't be as confused as to what you offer. And the initial feedback came back in our discussion that this is a good process to work through because of all of the benefits that would come for your business. I'll put the question to you this way. If you killed your low ride, if you killed the thing that's not moving, and with that free energy and resources, you ended up selling 10% more of your best-selling product, what would that mean for your business? For me, if I had 10% more of my best-selling product, it would be happy time. It would be going to Vegas to watch Hurricane Hillary rain on me. It would be that. So the discussion in the group yesterday was pretty insightful and really great. Thank you to everyone in the Idea Collective that joined us for the Idea Slam conversation. But the low ride out theory is a deep thought question that you should definitely reflect on over the weekend or next time you get a quiet spot with a cup of coffee, because the low ride is usually something that you're wishing to come true, but it's not happening. And as they said, what was the movie? Quit trying to make it happen. It's not going to happen. It's one of those things. Something to consider as you think about your business heading into the weekend. Coming up, we're going to do our freaking thing. We're going to celebrate our wins for the week. We may end up playing America's favorite new game show, You've Ruined It for Everyone. But I want to share one more thing that happened. This is a secret pro tip if you want to make the guys in your life happy. This is a secret tip if you want to make the guys in your life happy. And it's super easy, costs you no money, and trust me, the guys in your life will think you're the best thing ever. All you need to do, make the guys in your life happy. It's very simple. Give a guy a compliment. That's it. That's all. You have to give a guy a compliment. Because trust me, guys, we don't get compliments ever. Now, I probably don't deserve them because I only shop at Kohl's and I haven't even done that in 3 years, but giving a guy a compliment will stick. And it's not like, oh, a woman gave me a compliment, she wants me. No, it's like, oh, a woman gave me a compliment, I'm not an absolute troll. That's all it is. Like any sort of self-worth will be shared with a dude if you give them a singular compliment. And yes, that is absolutely true. Thank you, Susie. This happened to me yesterday about something that I'm really self-conscious about. No, not my hair. Definitely self-conscious about that. We were in a meeting yesterday and a woman, professional relationship. This is not any weirdness, just a professional relationship. She looked into the camera and she said, "Hey, you shaved your beard." Because I shaved my beard last week, shaved the beard off. And everyone that I've seen for the first time does the same thing. "Hey, you shaved your beard." Like it's a change because I look different than I did when I wore a beard. But she didn't say that. She said immediately, "Wow, you've shaved your beard. You look 10 years younger and 10 pounds lighter." Yes. Now, that could be complete BS. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Focus on the hand. It doesn't matter. She could be totally making it up. It doesn't matter. For the next, 90 days, I'm going to be walking around saying, "Hey, hi, check me out." Right? Even though most people who have seen me without the beard, they pretty much said the same thing, like, "Oh, that's different." Like trying to find something nice to say, but there's nothing nice to say. But one woman, and again, it's not the fact that it's a woman. It's just like one woman. "You look 10 pounds younger or 10 pounds, 10 pounds lighter and 10 years younger. Thank you." And it could be anything. You could walk up to a dude and say, "Wow, your elbows look strong today." Or, "Gee, your car is really shiny." Or, "Your glasses really match your shoes." Like, it doesn't have to be anything suggestive or weird. It literally could be anything. And trust me, and Mitch, back me up, right? You think I look naked. We're just not even going to talk about me naked because it's not a thing. Not a thing. But yeah, I do look naked without the beard for sure. But Mitch, back me up. If a woman gives you a compliment, is that not the greatest thing ever? It's the greatest thing ever. So do this as a science experiment. Find a man in your life, and it does not have to be suggestive or weird. Just give them a compliment on anything appearance related. They will be your best friend forever. It's absolutely the truth. Okay, we're going to do the freaking thing coming up, and we are going to celebrate our wins because it's a Friday, and we may or may not play America's favorite new game show. You've ruined it for everyone. So if you want to play, click the link, and if we don't have a caller here in a minute, we are going to drop it and move on. Let's do our meme of the day, because our meme of the day is truer than true. Meme of the day. You ready? Childhood injuries. Fell off my bike, fell out of a tree, twisted my ankle. Adult injuries. I slept funny. I sat down too long. I sneezed too hard. Isn't that true? I've done all of those things. I can't tell you how many times I woke up and I'm like walking around like this. And Abby's like, "What's your deal?" I'm like, I don't know. I slept funny on it. And if you think about some of the injuries we endured as a kid, like what happened? Oh, I got shot in the face with a BB gun or whatever it might be, you know? I sat down too long. I mean, I get injured playing golf. How do you get injured playing golf? Getting old sucks, doesn't it? Awful. All right. Oh, Barbara's going to play our game. I love you, Barbara. We're going to go. We do have a game today, boys and girls. You've ruined it for everyone, and Barbara is with us. Barbara, before we get all excited here, I want to make sure I can hear you. Can we hear you, Barbara?
Yep. Hold on. I got to get rid of my YouTube so I don't have double speak going on here.
I love it. Okay, I'm going to put you back on hold. All right. We are going to play our game show today. But before we get to You've Ruined It for Everyone with Barbara standing by, let's talk about doing the freaking thing. Because did you do your stuff yesterday? Every single day, we pick out one item that needs to get done so we can get some focused work done and feel like we moved the business forward. It's about getting quiet and getting focused for just a second. And don't put it out in the universe, put it out to Pat. What are you committing that you're going to get done today? So when we get back together on Monday or when you float off to the weekend, you can feel like you did some good work. It's a little dose of accountability amongst all of this silliness so you can make sure that you're moving the business forward. So I encourage you right now to think, what am I going to do today that's going to move the business forward? And we can reflect on the idea, did you get it done yesterday? Well, yesterday, I got my stuff done. I met with 2 of my VIP groups that I do mastermind leadership for, and they are just killing it. Throughout 2023, they're growing the business. Yesterday, we were talking about record revenue months. A couple of them are hiring new employees. One of them's waiting to become the equity owner of a company. The other one is launching a new product. I mean, it's pretty exciting, some of the stuff that's happening in the VIP groups. They are just killing it. So yesterday was a VIP day. It went awesome. But what must you do between now and floating into the weekend? Think about what that thing is and write it down. Good morning, Patty. Write it down. When you write it down, you're now committing that you're going to get it done. And for me today, it's thinking deeply about the Idea Collective. I'm going to treat myself to a cappuccino, sit down with my laptop, and start thinking about the new fall season of the Idea Collective. Because inside the community, we're getting ready to launch some new programs, a couple of new events. And right now is really the dead zone. I mean, I could announce it right now if I wanted to, but nobody's paying attention. I don't know why I have a little co-host today. I have a co-host. Hi, I'm your co-host. He's just, hi. I don't even know where that came from, but hi. So I'm working on what to do starting in September because right now, nobody's paying attention. Nobody. They're taking kids to school. They're hitting golf balls. They're squeezing out the last few ounces of summer. But then after Labor Day, the Tuesday after Labor Day, everyone kicks back into the traditional work patterns. So you should be thinking about, what do I need to do when September 5th comes? That's what I'm thinking about today. So whatever it is for you, do the freaking thing and get it done so you can be ready for when people come back and they're ready to business. You have one more responsibility today. We're going to celebrate our wins in just a little bit, but how about we play America's new favorite game show? You've ruined it for everyone. Barbara, good morning. How are you, friend?
I'm fabulous today. Pat, how about you?
I'm good. I'm glad you called in. And this is also exciting because now we're testing the no camera call-in policy. So Barbara is joining us, but we don't have to see her. So that's great for people that are just calling in and maybe you're not camera ready. So Barbara, thank you so much for calling in. I really appreciate it. Have you heard our new game show yet by chance?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes, I have heard.
Okay. If you have not heard, you've ruined it for everyone. Here's how the game is played. Barbara is our caller, and she needs to answer 3 questions. If she answers all 3 questions, she will win a ridiculously lavish prize. But if Barbara does not answer all 3 questions correctly, she's ruined it for everyone. What do you think, Barbara? Are you up to the task?
I'm up to the task. The only thing I wasn't sure of, I don't say them out, or I do say them out loud. I don't remember. For some reason, I thought they were typing it or something.
Nope, we are not typing it. This is also a trust exercise because I can't see your hands away from the Google keyboard here. So you're promising us you're not going to Google and cheat, are you?
I absolutely will not cheat.
Okay, no cheating.
I'm ready to lose, Pat.
No. Now, what kind of... My dad always taught me positive mental attitude. Now, come on. You can't go into it thinking you're going to lose. But if you win...
I'm willing to lose. I mean, I'm willing to lose on air in front of millions of people and embarrass myself.
And ruin it for everyone. But if you win, there is a lavish prize. This is a prize that's one of one. It cannot be replicated anywhere else. So when you win, to her to you, you are going to love this. Are you ready to play?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Let's all cheer Barbara on in the comments. And yes, Stephanie, let's hope that Barbara does better than you did yesterday, but thank you for playing. Okay, Barbara, question number 1. This geometric shape has 4 sides that are all the same length. What is it?
It's a square.
Hey.
Woo-hoo!
All right. I also would have accepted equilateral triangle or rhombus. Well, not triangle, rhombus. Not a triangle.
My repertoire is square.
Yeah, rhombus, because I like the word rhombus. It's a great word.
I like the middle one. I can't even repeat it.
Yeah. It's a triangle. It's got 3 sides, not 4. Clearly not enough coffee. Okay, so the first hurdle has been crossed. You have 2 more questions before you are a winner of a lavish prize. Barbara, question number 2. Born in 1958 in Gary, Indiana, this singer became the king of pop, recording Beat It, Billie Jean, and Earth Song.
Michael Jackson.
Hey! Yes. Everyone forgets that classic Earth Song. No one remembers it. All right. Great job, Barbara. You are now almost all the way through the gauntlet that is you've ruined it for everyone.
All right.
But it's time for the big finish. Get this right and you win a lavish prize. Get this wrong and you ruined it for everyone. The final question.
Okay.
Barbara, what plant does vanilla come from?
Well,
no Googling.
I know it comes from a vanilla bean, but I don't know what the plant is called.
That's true. That's why it's a hard question. No Googling.
I'm not Googling. I told you, I'm willing to embarrass myself in front of everyone. I will not cheat. I have no idea what plant the vanilla comes from. I would have only been able to guess vanilla bean. Sorry.
Oh, Barbara.
You should have given me a political question. I could have answered that, or a constitutional question, or something.
No, you got the plant question.
Yeah, that's pretty much a no-go for me.
All right. Do you want the answer?
Yes.
All right. The answer is an orchid.
Huh. Oh, I had no idea.
I had no idea either. But Barbara, you did play. Sadly, you ruined it for everyone, Barbara.
All right, but I learned something today, Pat.
Yes, and you were a good sport, and you were this close to winning a fabulous prize, Barbara. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate you. Someday, someone is going to win, and someday, someone is going to get the lavish prize. What that lavish prize is, I can't reveal that. Only the winner unlocks the lavish prize. But Barbara, thanks for playing, and thank you all for trying along in the comments. And Stephanie, you are safe. Barbara also ruined it for everyone. And yes, Wendy, that's the spirit. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Absolutely right. Okay, Barbara, thank you for playing. Okay, let's do our question of the day. And you know what it is on a Friday. On Friday, we celebrate our wins. And the pseudoscience behind this is when we run a business, we have so many things we have to keep in our brain. Normally, it's the to-do list and what's not working. When something good happens, we just kind of file it away. No. On Fridays, we stop and celebrate our wins. So I want to hear your wins of the week. Inside the Idea Collective, we do an entire meeting on this. Friday afternoon, we close our laptops, we grab a cocktail, HR has left the building, and we spend an hour with everyone in the community going in and celebrating their wins. It is easily the most fun meeting of the week. So we're going to do a little bit of that here on Small Business Mornings. So jump into the chat and share your wins of the week. What good happened to you in your business this week? While those chat responses come in, I'll share mine. I put on real pants and left the cave twice this week. The first one, we played in a golf tournament on Tuesday, and we won the darn thing. Kind of a big deal. And last night, I went and hung out with JB at a fundraising event called Honechella, as they light the Hone Bridge inside the Milwaukee Harbor there. There was a fundraising event. So went out to dinner with JB and Abby and Kuhn, and it was just a great time raising money for a good cause. Beautiful night in downtown Milwaukee. 3 great VIP group meetings this week, and the show continues to build some momentum, which is really exciting to see. So do you have wins of the week that you'd like to share? Wendy's got one. Learned a ton of the Young Guns Summit yesterday and met some amazing people. Heard some great feedback about that event as well, and suggested some connections. Thanks to Karen Yuso. Thank you, Karen, for the email. So yesterday was a good event for the Young Guns Summit. That's great to hear, Wendy. If you've got wins, drop them in the chat, but take a moment today and reflect on your wins of the week. When you do, you will remind yourself, hey, things aren't so bad. And wow, some stuff is really happening in my business. And whoa, I do know what I'm talking about. I can spell assessment. Wins. We need to remember them. Last thing we'll share. Oh, wait, we've got a big to-do. Barbara's got one. I finished all my big to-do items for the week. I'm working on my business and playing games. Yes, Barbara, that is a win of the week, even though you lost. That is definitely a win of the week that's worth celebrating. Thank you, Barbara, for sharing that. Last thing we're going to share is that we are building a new event for viewers of this show. Let's pretend for a moment that you met me. Hi, I'm Pat Miller, the Idea Coach. Hey, what's this show all about? How come all these people are so supportive and cool? And I thought every small business owner was supposed to compete with one another, and it was a big dog-eat-dog world. No. You've stumbled on the community that believes in collaboration over competition. You found the folks on the internet that believe don't grow it alone. That's what the Idea Collective is all about. That's what this show is all about. So to let you know a little bit more about it, we're hosting a free event. It's called the Backstage Brainstorm, where on September 13th, you click the QR code, you can register and join us to do a little bit of networking with some of these cool people. And we will do an Idea Slam brainstorm where we can learn about your business and we can come up with some big ideas together. You can learn some more about the Idea Collective as well. Don't Grow It Alone is a heck of a powerful mission. It's changing people's businesses. It's keeping people going on days when they're down, and it's finding people to celebrate on days when you're doing well. It's a totally free event, no obligations. If you want to join us, click the link, and we would love to see you at the first ever Backstage Brainstorm happening on September 13th. Well, it's been a great week of creating shows. So much fun. Thank you so much for joining us on this, experiment. I said I was going to do a daily show every day for 30 days. And if the show got some traction, we'd keep it going. Well, we're almost done with our 3rd week. Our 4th week is next week, and we'll see what comes of it. I'm Pat Miller, the Idea Coach. I appreciate you tuning in to Small Business Mornings. We will see you on Monday at 9 a.m. And just like I tell the community, go out and do something that matters this weekend. And remember why you're working so dang hard. Thanks for tuning in.